Hello, friends and fellow FPL nerds. I hope you're well. Today we're looking at the FPL bandwagon for game week 22, looking at the players that are being brought in or that may be popular soon. They may be about to become templates, so maybe I'll avoid them. Who knows? Let's have a look. And the first player I wanted to look at is Ivan Toney. He hasn't even kicked a ball yet this season. Freshly back from his ban for gambling, and it looks like many people are looking to take a gamble on him. Well, already people have been bringing him in, lots of people already. But that's strange because isn't it illegal to do early transfers? I mean, you would think that the way that some people react on Twitter, like you've done something personally wrong to them by bringing in a player early. Don't tell them, but I did it last week with Salah, transferred Salah out for Gross of all people. So hopefully that one will pay off. But I mean, God forbid anyone try and make the game a bit more fun or play it their way. But some people really seem to think that there is only one way to play this game, and early transfers are not allowed. Well, a lot of people obviously disagree because how many have actually brought Tony in? Let me have a look. This week over 300,000 already, and as I say, hasn't even kicked a ball. If he scores this week or in the next couple of weeks, I expect him to be very popular, especially with that upcoming double that he has. But it is against Liverpool at home and City away, so probably some of the two best defences in the league. You would think. Is that a great fixture to bring him in for? The other fixtures don't look that great either. Not sure. It's probably a wait and see for me, but what do I know about this game? My name's useless. So anyway, that's the first player. Next, it's Alfie Doughty, Luton's answer to Roberto Carlos, apparently. So he's played brilliantly over the last few game weeks, scored a lot of points. Has he scored a couple of goals as well? Yeah. He seems to be on corners, very attacking, but does play for Luton, and they have some tricky fixtures upcoming. Who do they play? I did check this. This is really organised of me. So they play Brighton, Newcastle, and then Sheffield United. I think in 24 he will be especially popular. Bring him in for a potential double, which may include Man United and Liverpool, and that will be dependent on something or other. FA Cup games, something like that. I can't remember. My mind is. I'm fed up of all this. Let's get back to the Premier League. So is that a great fixture to bring him in for? Those two might be pretty tough. It might be better playing a different defender who has a better fixture that week. Although with that Sheffield United game just before that, I think he will be a popular pick. But the one thing to bear in mind is that if he does double in 25, that will also mean that he doesn't play in 26. So you need to cover him for that too. So bear that one in mind, as I say. Next, it's the pigeon dancing Brazilian himself, Richarlison. And he has had 6 goals in his last 6 games, so it's not surprising he's popular. People still bringing him in heavily. Spurs could possibly miss game week 26 though, and that's dependent on Chelsea beating Middlesbrough. They are losing 1-0 in the so that's in the Carabao Cup. What's a Carabao anyway? I don't know. I have no idea what that is. Is it some kind of energy drink or something? I still don't know what it is. I mean, to me, it's still the Coca-Cola Cup, but it shows how old I am. Anyway, I digress. Richarlison, I've totally forgotten my train of thought. What am I on about? Richarlison, yes. So that will depend on whether or not they beat Chelsea beat Middlesbrough in that cup. Because if they do, that means that Spurs Chelsea game will be off in game week 26. So that means you might not be able to play him in that game. So again, probably one to hold off with on your early transfers, but you already knew that anyway because you play by the rules, don't you? You don't do early transfers. And finally, it's Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he's played, what, 3 minutes in his last 4 games and scored 17 goals and 14 assists in that time. I mean, these statistics might not be 100% accurate, but yes, he looks like, I mean, we know he's a fantastic player. We know he's brilliant, and he's bound to improve that Manchester City attack. The big question is, how many minutes will he play? Does it matter? Some people brought him in last week. He came off the bench and scored a, what is it, 10-pointer. So if you captain him, even better. And with Salah looking like he had a bit of an injury in the AFCON Cup last night, I expect him to be even more popular, especially should that injury turn out to be longer term. So yeah, that I think he's going to be a real one that people start to jump on already. Was it? I think he's the highest brought-in player, and I think his price will rise. So, but as I say, don't do early transfers. That's not allowed. But anyway, let me know. Did I miss anyone? Anyone you're thinking of bringing in? And let me know about it. And I'll see you next time on the FPL Bandwagon.